This question talks about Mr. Matthew, who teaches students of 10 different classes named from A through J. And the number of students in the given classes is 1 through 10. That means class A has 1 student, class B has 2, class C has 3, and so on. The way class J has 10 students. No two classes have common students. Some information is given about of a particular week when he takes classes. It says that he did not teach the students of exactly two classes. Next, he taught students of each of the remaining 8 classes on exactly 3 different days. That means each class is taught 3 times. Next, he did not teach on Sunday, and on the remaining 6 days of the week he taught 4 classes every day. So that means every class is taught thrice, and every day 4 classes are taught. So 8 classes thrice, that is 8 into 3, 24 classes. Every day there are 4 classes, that is 4 into 6, 24 classes. Now the number of students taught by him from Monday to Saturday are 18, 12, 23, 19, 32 and 25 respectively. It is also known that in the given week no student was absent in his or her respective class. Now, to solve this question, the primary task is to figure out which are those two classes which he did not teach on this given week. Look, in a general scenario, what do you if you would have taught all the 10 classes, how much students he must have taught? 1 plus 2 plus 3 up to 10 into 3, that is 165 students he must have taught. But actually, how many did he taught? He taught 18 plus 12 plus 23 plus 19 plus 32 plus 25, that is 129 students. That means he did not teach 165 minus 129 divided by 3, that is 12 students. How this is possible? This is possible either these two classes, class with 2 students and 10 students, that is B and D, or 3 plus 9, that is B and J, or C and I, or 4 plus 8, that is D and H, or 5 plus 7, that is E and G. Out of these 4 sets, he did not teach one set in the given week. Now we will try to figure out which are those two classes which he did not teach on the given week. Let's see. We know that Tuesday he taught 12 students. What are the possibilities? The possibilities are 12 can be made as a sum of 4 natural numbers in only 2 ways, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 6, or 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 5. From 1 to 10, the only two ways to make the sum 12 of 4 natural numbers is this two. That means the sets possible are A, B, C and F, or A, B, D and E. We see that in either case he taught class B and D, A and B. That means this case is not possible. He has definitely taught class B, so he must have taught J also. Next, we see that on Friday he taught 32 students. What is the possible case for 32? The possible case for 32 is 5 plus 8 plus 9 plus 10. These 4 numbers will add up to 32 because every day he is teaching 4 classes. Or the next possible case is 6 plus 7 plus 9 plus 10. Now the cases these are the only two possible classes. The classes are, for 5 classes we have E, for 8 we have H, I and J. In the second case we have F, G, I and J. We see that in any case he is teaching class I and he is teaching class J. So this case is again not possible. C and I, two cases are left, D and H, E and G. We see that in the on the Friday case he is teaching either E or G in one of the cases. So we cannot he cannot teach since he is teaching either E or J. These two classes must be there in those 8 classes. We have determined the two classes D and H which he did not teach on the given week. Now, so he is not teaching D and H, that means this case is ruled out. So Friday he is teaching F, G, H and I, F, G, I and J, sorry, and on Tuesday he is teaching A, B, C and F. He is not teaching A, B, D and E. So we have got classes for the 2 days. Which 2 classes is he teaching? Now let's prepare a table where we will write the classes A, B, C, E. I am not writing D, as D he is not teaching D. A, B, C, E, F, G, H is not teaching, I and J. And what are the days? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday. Fine. My table is prepared. The column represents the class and the row represents the day. I know that Monday he is teaching 18 students, Tuesday he is teaching 12, then 23, then 19, then 32 and then 25. Also Tuesday I know he is teaching A, B, C and F. So I'll put a tick at A, B, C and F and I'll put a cross in the rest of the places. On Friday he is teaching F, G, I and J. So Friday I'll put a tick at F, G, I and J and I'll put a cross in rest of the places. For these classes, this is the current situation we know. Now let's see first question. Students of which of the following classes were not taught by him in the given week? We know that D and H were the classes which he did not teach, so answer is option D. Second question, students of which of the following classes were not taught by him on Friday of the week? Option A is F. We know that he taught F, he taught I, he taught G. So answer is again option D. Third question is a conditional question where he says, on Saturday of the week, if Mr. Matthew did not teach students of class J, that means Saturday at J I have to put a cross, okay, but taught students of class C, that means at C I have to put a tick, okay. Then students of which of the following classes were not taught by him on 2 consecutive days of the week? Now we are done with this. We have to solve the scenario for the remaining classes. Let's see what is the scenario for the remaining classes. Monday, if I talk about now if we look at Saturday, we see that he is teaching class C, that means 3 students. He need to teach remaining 22 students. There is only one possibility. The only possibility he can teach the remaining 3 students is by teaching classes F, G and I. So I'll put a tick at F, G and I because the sum of 6, 8 and 9 will add up to 22. Sorry, 6, 7 and 9 will add up to 22. So I can put a cross at E, I can put a cross at A, I can put a cross at B. Now I see that in the column E there are 3 crosses there. Since he is teaching every class thrice, that means he must have taught E on Monday, he must have taught E on Wednesday and Thursday. And for F, I can see there are 3 ticks. That means he has already taught F on 3 days. That means he must have not taught F on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Now we have to figure out for the classes for Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We are done with for Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. Now Monday he is teaching 18 students, and out of those 18, 5 are from class E. Now, from where the remaining 13 students will come? We know that 13 should be a sum of 3 natural numbers because in a day he is teaching 4 students. So, 13 can be written as sum of 3 natural numbers in only 2 ways. Either 10 plus 1 plus 2 or 9 plus 1 plus 3. What I would do, I would write 1 above A, 2 above B, 3 above C, 5 above E, 6 above F, 7 above G, 9 above I and 10 above J. So in the given constraints, I cannot use 5 and 6. I have only 1, 2, 3, 7, 9 and 10. And with these 6 numbers, I have to use 3 numbers and make the sum as 13. So the two possibilities are 10 plus 1 plus 2 and 9 plus 1 plus 3. In any case, he is teaching 1, that is class A. Next, if I talk about Wednesday, he is teaching in all a total of 23 students. Out of 23 students, he has already taught 5 students in class E. That means he is yet to teach 18 students, and again the 18 should be a sum of 3 natural numbers among the 6 given numbers, that is 1, 2, 3, 7, 9 and 10. The possibilities are 10 plus 1 plus 7, 9 plus 2 plus 7. There is no other possibility. I can see that in any case he is teaching 7 students of a class. The 7 is the case of G. That means on Wednesday he is for sure teaching class G. So I'll put a tick here in G on Wednesday. Wednesday, I can G I can see that there are already 3 ticks. That means he is not teaching G on Thursday. He is not teaching G on Monday. Next, the only day left is Thursday. Thursday he is teaching 19 students, and in that 19 students, he is already teaching 5 students in class E. So now he is supposed to teach 14 remaining students. Again, the 14 should be a sum of 3 natural numbers, 1, 2, 3, 7, 9 and 10. I see that there are only 2 possibilities, 10 plus 1 plus 3 or 9 plus 2 plus 3. In any case, he is teaching class C on Thursday, that is 3 students. I'll put a tick here at C and put a cross here because he is already done with 3 classes for class C. Now, I can see that since he has already taught C on Thursday and he is done with all the classes of C, he cannot teach C on Monday. So this case will get ruled out. The only possible case is 10 plus 1 plus 2. So I have got my 4 classes on Monday, that is 10 and 2. So he will be teaching class B and he will be teaching class J. He is not teaching class I there. Fine. Now the 2 possibilities remain for class for Wednesday's class and Thursday's class. That is either 10 plus 1 plus 7 or 9 plus 2 plus 7 or 10 plus 1 plus 3 or 9 plus 2 plus 3. The information as of now what we have is enough to answer our remaining questions. Now the question says that students of which of the following classes were not taught by him on the 2 consecutive days of the week. The options are C, E, A and G. I can see he is teaching E on 2 days, that is Wednesday and Thursday. A, he is teaching on Monday and Tuesday. G, he is teaching on Friday and Saturday. C is the only option where he is not teaching on 2 consecutive days. So the answer is option A. Next question. On Saturday of the week, if Mr. Matthew did not teach students of class J but taught students of class C, then students of class F were taught on. This we have already found out previously. The students of class F were taught on, they were taught on Tuesday, they were taught on Friday and Saturday. Looking out at the options, we see that Tuesday, Friday and Saturday is the first option, that is option A. So all the questions are answered with the given information. Thank you so much.